project to help the fella get his first green steel equipment. Alright then. Don't know if Guaca's online just yet, but there you are. Okay, you ready to hit this? Let's see, how's the audio doing? Are you on the stream? Let me all right, that's get my headset microphone in the correct position so that you can hear me clearly. All right, so we got two dungeons left to do before we can have you make your green steel blank. Did you have any chance to look at the green steel planner and see what kind of item you're interested in making? So, as long as you know what kind of blank you want to make, that's the first step, is knowing whether you want to do a weapon, what kind of weapon, or if you want to do a regular piece of gear. I'm headed over to the entrance to the next dungeon, which is called Ritual Sacrifice. Do. Let's get my good little robot dog out. Good boy, Fluffy. Is what worth what? The robot dog? Fluffy's always have been helpful. Mystical plant. Hang on a moment. I forget exactly what that's for. I don't think it's a normal green steel equipment, but I would certainly keep it on hand. I'm sure the wiki could tell us what it was for. It's yeah, I saw that you got that one in the last chest, right? Of the last dungeon. But oh, so if you wanted to make a watchful weapon, I'm not sure. I don't know what watchful does. Do you do a lot of Kenneth crafting? Dodge and heightened awareness. I am not sure. Usually for quest rewards, I go for the um, either the guild reward, guild renown, or in one specific case, the raid in the shard raid, which is the raid to make green steel weapons. Every once in a while, you can get a reward that will cleanse the taint of Shavarath from an item, which is very, very nice because um, yeah, you can only wear one item with the taint of Shavarath, or you'll take damage. By cleaning the taint off of one of those items, you can then wear two green steel items that are not weapons. Like I said, the weapons don't have the taint of Shavarath. Um, so you can stack a weapon with a regular green steel all you want, because that's not two items with the taint. I think this is the way up. Let me just make sure. Oh, that's a lower. Oh, you need to circle around, yeah. Um, you need to head back west and then south. This dungeon is kind of up on a cliff in an extra little valley on the side here. Now, you're going the wrong way. Turn around and go west. You should see a road there, or a path. Follow that and then turn south. Alright, once you get around the mountain there, and then you can head east. There you go. meet you at the start of the ramp up to this place. It's over here. It's kind of a zigzag path to get to this thing. Okay. It messed with my hotkeys again. Okay, Fluffy. All right. Got my hotkeys fixed. Let's get some buffs on. And get a cleric just in case. Well, it is kind of dark in here, isn't it? Not quite as dark as Rainbow in the Dark, of course. Okay. Okay, we got two levers like this. That will open the next part of the dungeon. Let's see now if I could just remember where the entrance to the deeper passages is. I think the map is not really a good guide for that. It's one of these exits is the actual entrance to the lower area. See, there's no opening here. Here we go. You know, the little faces on either side of the doorway, they light up when you pull those levers. So. Okay, I believe. Watch out for areas like this. It's usually an ambush. It has force fields that form ahead and behind you. Yeah. Now there's a shrine down in the water there. We don't necessarily need to go to that just yet. But if you ever need a shrine, just remember, it's in the canyon here. You'll want to go across the canyon. Nice to have somebody who can concentrate on taking the archers out while you deal your melee damage with impunity. Oh, there's a... I do believe there's a reason to go into these side things. It's like, it is a great axe, but I can't quite reach those archers. Okay, there should be a lever up there. There we go. There's a couple of these side door guard post things, both with levers that access the next area. Okay, as you can see, only one of them's lit up, so we have another side room that we need to access. It was the same with the first floor, but we got both the levers before we found the door. Oh. You did all the dungeons, but you never made any green steel, huh? That's odd. Where's the second? I'm just looking around for the next side door thing. I'm sure it's in this area somewhere. We got the one that's right next to the cavern, or the chasm. So there should be another side door somewhere. Hey, it happens. The main problem with this dungeon is that the maps overlap different levels. So you see paths leading off that don't actually lead anywhere. I'm sure this is the one we did already. Yeah, there's they're all dead in here. Okay, so that's not it. At least now you know where the shrine is, huh? You found it? Okay. I think that's the one we already cleared. So we have to find something that looks very similar to that, but somewhere else in this area. You did find it? Oh. It's connected or something? Oh, okay. I did not realize that there were I wasn't thinking outside the box. There were two levers in the same room. Okay. Okay. Would have driven us nuts for hours looking for that extra side room if there is no extra side room. Okay, another ambush here. Just be sure to get past the first wall before we activate the second. Nope, not another ambush? Okay. Sometimes the architecture tricks you. You expect there to be an ambush and there isn't. It's a fairly... Most of these are fairly long dungeons. They're not... nothing to be sneezed at, as it were. What is interesting is that if you've done these before, you probably have Shavroth signet stones somewhere in your inventory, like in a ingredient bag somewhere. Okay, this is the first big fight. They're coming! Huh, weird. Well, you could put all just in case you missed seeing them, you could take all your ingredient bags, put them in your inventory, and then go to the green steel. Really, I'm pretty sure you need 2 to unlock elite, don't you? I mean, your first extra life unlocks hard. In order to get elite, I think you need to have oh, VIP. Okay, you paid real life money. Okay, here's the big guy. Okay, so that guy is going to meet us at the next area. Now he's a bit of a pain because there's a section where you have to escort him, and we know how everyone loves escorts, right? It's like keep the dum-dum alive while he aggroes every single thing. I believe our strategy was typically when we get to that part, one guy runs ahead and aggroes everything on him so that it's not aggroed on the NPC and pulls them back to us so the NPC didn't get the idea of going ahead. We just kept the same fight going throughout the whole area. But there's only 2 of us, so I don't think that strategy is going to work. We could just have you follow him around swinging your mighty weapon in a big arc and killing anything that gets close while I try to pick off casters and things. And have the NPC cleric set on aggressive. She should cast a heal on the escort guy if he gets hurt. I've seen her do that sort of thing in some missions, or at least I've seen NPC clerics do. Not this particular one, but So I wonder what happened the first time you ran these dungeons. Did you just not pick up the Shavrath stones? Because it does give you that bind on pickup warning. Oh, different server. Okay, that could explain it. Did you move this character from one server to another, or? Oh, okay. So this is a new character that you're running through the content. You have main characters, and this is just your main on Kyber. Okay. See, I was on Kyber, I think, practically when the game released. I was one of the early adopters to the game, and okay, no ambush. All right, so we gotta find and kill all the mystics. Okay, I think this is the part of the area that we end up in. The end area is, I think, a big archway at the other end. So if we go through this door, we could, oh well. I was thinking we could clear it a little more efficiently if we... Okay, we'll just... Well, we'll clear this area, and then we might have to double back, but... take that. Yeah, see the glowing purple door? That's where we have to end up at the end. There's one mystic over here, I think. Okay. That's interesting. Awfully quiet. Here's another shrine in case anyone needs to recover. Okay. Okay. So back we go. Unless I got turned around this way. Okay. Now imagine if you accidentally stepped off of the platforms here and wound up down below. Okie dokie. I will await your arrival. Yeah, if you fall down, you're way back at the start of the dungeon. You have to walk all the way back. Okay. Super speed boots. Okay. So if you follow the escort guy, and I'll try to pick off spellcasters first, and then go after archers, and then anything else that's left after that. Unless I get one-shotted by a meteor swarm or something, or comet fall, they call it. All right, here we go. Don't you dare get attack, you stupid NPC. You see the poor NPC trying to heal the idiot. Okay, here's the final fight. Let's pull the Orthons over here. They'll teleport. Okay. Alright, so here's our reward chest. The Shavrath Stone of Might. Or might not. So if we finish out, all we've got left to do is running with the devils. And then we can go to Meridia. And you can make your green steel blank. Yeah, you just got to keep the spellcasters and archers from picking him off. Sometimes you could just stand between him and the archers, and all the shots will hit you instead of him. But he moves around a lot, so it's hard to really lock it down. Running with the devils. Can I help it if it's a very musical zone? Check the portal real quick, see if it's up. The more rares you get, the more ingredients you have a chance to have. Running with the devils? I think so, yeah. Oh, come on. Knocking me off my horse? Shame on you. Of course, this time we don't have an under-leveled cleric. This time our cleric is appropriately leveled. I was using a leftover cleric from an earlier level. Of course, Rainbow in the Dark is a DDO song. But, okay, just hard. All right. And once we finish this, there's a little tutorial in Meridia on using the altar to craft stuff. I think you have to do that because she shows, she unlocks the thing as you go. Okay. Really? You did the green steel crafting thing? So at some point you have made a green steel item, at least as far as making a blank, right? Well, part of that is at least making a Shavrath stone, which is taking all 5 of the stones you got from the quests. Well, you should do it again because it's worth reputation, I guess. All right. Okay, we're looking at cold and electricity. And we'll put a protection on. Just got that spell. Now I think what happened before was we went too forward too fast and aggroed some extra groups. So okay, now just don't run out too quick. Let's see if we could pull a few at a time. Because before we got swarmed by like 6 or 7 of the things. I think we're maybe being a little too overcautious. Okay, okay. Let's start moving in then. Of course, the main problem is a lot of their attacks are light damage. There's no resist light spell. So it's really hard to... I mean, they have the regular fire and lightning and cold, but they also have light attacks. Which can really put a dent in your hit points. Jerks knocked me off the... Gotta run all the way back up here. Let's see. So there should be something. He's completely invulnerable in that form too. I can hit the whirlwinds, but not the genie in whirlwind form. And through these things here, that's running with the devils. Basically, it's a race. Uh, though I've never seen the devils get to the destination before you. You have to be really slow for the devils to work their way through first. Okay, let's see, nothing. Next section. So here's the shrine in case you need it. Let's see. Is there a lever? Aha. There we go. All right. We got the chest. More fat loots. Okay. Good boy, Fluffy. Knock 'em on their butt. or not. Okay, you'll want to be familiarize yourself with where the Res Shrine is, just in case, because this fight can get a little tough, depending on how it goes. I'm sure there was a Res Shrine around here somewhere. No? No. Okay, just a Rest Shrine. Well, we'll want to renew our buffs anyway. Okay, so okay, we got our ransack bonus. What's so funny? Ha ha ha. What's going on here? See, he also summons a couple of devils. But if you kill him before exiting the room, you can fight them one or two at a time instead of all at once. Okay, and here's our reward chest. Let's get to the Shavrath Stone of Battle. And now back to Meridia. I think since we went through a couple of dungeons, if we finish out from the zone, it's going to send us to the entrance to the 12. So from here, best to just ride back to Meridia. The ride! Silly devils, you cannot catch my mighty horse that my buddy here, Guaca, helped me get. Yeah, well, when anyone is willing to spend real life money to help me out, I'm appreciate it a lot, because oh, we got a rare spider here. Any chest that could give us more green steel ingredients is a good thing. No, no green steel ingredients. Oh well. 'Twas worth a shot. I guess if they manage to hit you, it knocks you off your horse, right? And that's otherwise you have to sort of remember to hit left shift if you want to fight. Well, it's like when you get the massive dungeon alert and they hit you and you're kind of semi-stunned. Okay, we're heading... oh, you... oh, you're getting the rare that isn't a rare? Yeah, there's a genie there, He's got a red name, but he doesn't drop a chest. He just gives you a little bit of a guild renown. That's it. A bit of a rip-off there. It's like, hey, wait a minute. You looked like a rare to me. Of course, he's always there. So there are a couple of other guaranteed spawns in the zone, but those actually are rares. So guess you really can't tell. Get my fingers in the wrong position. I'm going to have to run around. So it's up to you whether you want to do the tutorial thing. I mean, she'll give you some materials and have you craft something called what's her name's mixture or something. Um, Though I think you do have to take her quest in order to enter the Eldritch Chamber where the altar is. So yeah, the first step is making a signet stone. And then you have to decide what you want to make. And at least it gives you all the recipes. Whether you want, hand axes, commas, all this weird stuff. Let's see. I think okay, I need to make a wondrous oil if I'm going to make goggles. Okay, hang on just a second. I'm trying to, let me make my blank here, and then I can help you figure out yours. Okay. Oh, they've added legendary green steel too. Okay. Those weren't there when I last played. Okay, there's the goggles. Okay, I made my blank. What ingredients do you need to make that? If you can list the basic items you need in terms of things like the lily petals and stuff like that. Okay, you're gonna make a bracer. Tell me the now when you look at the bracer and put it up there, it should tell you what ingredients you need, like blue taper, a green taper, whatever. And then you look up those items, and then tell me what ingredients you have in there that you do not have that you need. Because I do have quite a bit of materials for the green steel blanks. Because I have a bag from my main that I passed through the shared bank. You want to look at each of the sub-ingredients that you need and get a running total of first how much of those items you have and how many you need to finish it out. And then I can okay, now the energy cell you buy from the merchant next to you. The filament of toil, let me check the filament of toil. That requires glistening pebbles, briar twigs, locust husks, and lily petals. Of those ingredients, are you missing any? Oh, you were actually able to make the filament of toil? Yeah, each of those ingredients is something you make. Oh, yeah, you're going to need probably 4 of them. You just buy them from the power cell vendor there. Maybe 4, maybe 5. Just get 4 to start with. You disappeared. He won't talk to you. Oh, do you have to do the quest first? Yeah, I think you'll have to do. I figured you'd have to do the tutorial mission first. At least it doesn't take long. You just have to talk to the lady outside the door and then make her mixture, bring it back to her. Is he still not talking to you? Yeah, you'll have to. I guess you'll have to do the steps. You'll have to make what's her name's mixture. Oh, you got him? Okay, excellent. All right, so check the things like the filament of toil and tell me exactly what you are short of. Okay, the toil is done. Next one is violet taper. You missing anything for that? Pebbles and chipmunk funk. Okay, let's see. And a chipmunk funk. All right, so let's see. How do I trade? How do I pull up a trade window? All right, yeah, let's find out everything you need. Yeah, have you selected? Oh, it's the There we go. Trade. So we got pebbles, chipmunk, funk. That will enable you to make the violet taper. Then you just need to make the wondrous scarab. Oh, you still need pebbles and chipmunk funk, huh? You've got whatever the third ingredient is. Oh, okay, that'll empty me out of chipmunk funk. Didn't I already give you the or did you cancel out the trade or something? Hey, you gave me real life money. I'm willing to help. Okay, trade. So you need 2 chipmunk funk and 2 pebbles. Okay, that should hopefully do it. All right. So have you made your it was a pair of gloves, wasn't it? Oh, okay. There was one more ingredient you needed. Hang on. Let me pull that back up. Need a lily petal. Well, all right. The Marian lily petal. Oh, it says you're blocked by the altar. There we go. Got it? Okay. Well, you didn't accidentally use it. You just didn't realize you only had one. And when you pull up your green steel item on your inventory and mouse over it, you will see that it has an effect called the Taint of Shavarath. It binds to character on equip. So it looks like you actually could go to the auction house and see if anyone has green steel blanks they're selling. I thought it was bind on acquire, but it looks like it's bind on equip. But yeah, so if you have 2 items with the Taint of Shavarath on, it will start hurting you. Okay, so that's the first step. The next step is maybe next time we've got some time available, we can try to talk to our guilds and arrange a green steel a shard run, because it is a raid and you do need at least 4 people, because there are some at the very least the second area inside the shard. No, it's called the shard. That's the name of the raid. Not power. It has nothing to do with power shards. It's just the green steel raid is called the shard, I think. What you once The shroud. Okay, sorry, shroud, not shard. I'm sorry. I misremembered the name. Yeah, the very second area you run into on that, there are three enemies that you have to separate because if they're close together, they heal each other. And then you have to have a fourth person with a ranged attack, which would usually be my role as an artificer, um, to go back to the place where those enemies respawn. Because if you kill one of them, it turns into a ghost and starts walking back towards a respawn point for them. If it reaches the respawn point, it recharges it becomes back at full health and has to be led off again to some place other than near where one of the other ones is. So what you'll see in the raid chat is people saying, so and so prepped, meaning that it's down to low hit points and I've stopped attacking it so that I can kill it when necessary. You have to try to kill all three almost simultaneously. Usually you want to kill the lion last because it is the fastest one at getting back to the spawn point. And once they're all dead, a force field goes down, and whoever has the ranged attack and is waiting at the crystal could shoot the crystal, and that's the end of that part of the raid. It's it's a little let's see. We just make sure we're all primed for the dungeon. I think the first time you have to do a little bit of running around talking to quest givers and stuff in order to okay. Be sure to turn in all of your quests. I think once you do that, it will flag you as having completed them. And you should be able to talk to the main quest giver for the raid. Yeah, it gives you the option, do not fret, I shall venture into the shroud and ensure Lemania's safety. You take the reward from that, and you've got the shroud quest, which you can then enter, but I'm not going to enter it now because there's only two of us. We would totally get stuck at that place where you have to taunt the three enemies into different parts of the area and then try to get back to destroy the crystal. It's just not doable with just two people. Plus there's some puzzles later on. There's a lights out puzzle. Did you ever do those? Where you have this grid of lights and you have to get them all turned on. Well, I could solve them pretty easily. I actually printed out a solution page. What you do is you light up all the rows all the way down to the last row, and then from the pattern of things that are still unlit on that last row, I could look it up on this thing, and it'll show me what tiles I need to step on in order to get it completed. Sure, it takes about a minute to actually do it, but it's better than trying to do it at random, which that area is actually timed. If you don't get the puzzles finished in time, this great big wall of energy starts moving through the area, killing everyone. Yes, well, it you can be one of those guys who just says, "I need a solver in 4x4." Well, actually, 4x4 solves itself. That one, all you have to do is row by row, light up the things, and it's done. Um, there will be no unlit um, things when you get the last row lit up. So, so if you get a 4x4, you could say, "Yes, I can solve this." Yeah. The other ones require a little bit more thought. Well, if you want to go to your um, guild ship and check the planner, you can see what ingredients you still need. If because you looked up the you looked up the green steel planner, right, to see um, what you needed to make in order to make the stats you wanted on it, right? So you can go and see if you can finish yours. I could go see if I could finish mine because I have a bag full of loot from my main. Uh, so evidently you either have run the shard a lot or you've got uh, a friend who gave you a bunch of ingredients. But because it takes a lot. I mean, oh, Devil Assault gives you the ingredients too. Okay, I haven't done Devil Assault yet this life, so that I guess that they probably added those ingredients there, saying people are really tired of having to run the shroud every time they want a giant devil horn. But Canis challenges can do it too. Okay, all right. Um, yeah, they've added a lot of stuff apparently. Um, can you still get a cleansing item outside the shroud then? The one that'll take the taint of Shavarath off? Okay, so that one you do have to run the shroud. You're guaranteed to get one as a quest reward after running it, what, 3 times, I think? You run it 3 times and you're guaranteed to get a cleansing item as your quest reward. And sometimes it shows up randomly on your normal runs as well. 20 times? Wow, that's a lot of runs. Though I think it has a random chance of showing up in your quest reward regardless, but yeah, if it's 20 times, they really didn't want people wearing a full set of green steel gear without a lot of grinding. And go see if I can go to the guild ship and check my own. Most guild ships will have the crafting altars. Of course, I'm a different guild, so I don't know how they laid it out. I guess I should just start from the cargo hold and work my way up. Won't walk in the danger room again this time. Rewards 7 essences? What are essences? Or is that the cleansing essence things? Or oh, 7 of them. Wow. So you do 20 runs and you've probably got enough to last your entire it's like it'll get you a full set of green steel gear right there. Okay. Do not enter the danger room. Ammunition vendors. Ah, green steel crafting hall. Here we go. Let me check. For my green steel repeating crossbow. See. Inferior focus of earth, cloudy gem of dominion, and diluted material essence. Okay. According to the green steel planner, I should be making something called acid, but what it actually seems to be called is Material Earth Dominion Shard of Power. I don't have any shards of power. Let's see. Okay. You can imagine trying to figure this out when you didn't even know. A raw shard of power. I forget where we get those. I think maybe you have to get those inside the shroud, or okay, you get Devil Assault. Well, are we out of time for the day? Or are you getting ready to go? As if we had time, maybe we could go run Devil Assault a few times and get some more ingredients. Is that the one in the marketplace? If I recall, it's actually fairly short. All you have to do is, well, not be killed. Because there is no res shrine in there. Is there a particular difficulty you have to run to get the high level ingredients? Or can you just run it on normal and just farm the ingredients that way? Epic, huh? I don't even have epic as an option. Oh, so that's one of the quests that you run in order to get your heart of wood, right? Your true heart of wood in order to reincarnate. Well, let's run it once and see if any ingredients show up. I think there's also a Devil's Zone, right? Yeah, it says that it's long, but it's actually, you're just in one room the whole time, right? I'm thinking maybe the rares there might drop some stuff. Okay, so you want to try Elite? I've got a... I got a favored soul I can summon here. Hello, favored soul. Well, it just happened to be the one I had left in my inventory after. Okay. The things that annoy me are the bats. Seriously, bats. I think a chest spawns in each level too, right? Or two chests. Now we'll have to look up on the wiki or something and see where we can find these shards. Otherwise, we'll just have to start running the shroud. I think that was the real limiting factor on the on green steel items, was whether or not you could find those shards to make your items. Because you need, what, 3 or 4 to make each green steel item? And are those shards bind on pickup? I think they might be. Unlike the regular ingredients. I'll have to check the auction house and see if anybody can sell those. So you say there's a res shrine in here somewhere? I don't see it. Well, at least we got you your green steel blank today. Everybody should have at least one set of or a couple of green steel pieces. Like I have a blank now for goggles, but I need to get. I want to finish the crossbow first, because that is going to be a kick-ass crossbow. It's going to have that thing that spawns black puddings. Maybe a bonus to strength, so I don't end up paralyzed every time somebody casts Ray of Weakness on me. Because if you've seen the stat bonuses you can get on those things, it's like +7 to whatever stat you picked. You can make like the ultimate rogue goggles with like +7 to dex. It's like I could pick anything. And as far as I know, the items, like the goggles and the bracers and stuff, you can get the same abilities on all of them. So if you were able to get cleansing items to clean the taint of Shavarath on them, you could have like, are rings an option? I forget. If they are, then that's a lot of items. You get them all with the Trap the Soul Guard. You get hit once and it rolls like 6 times. It's like you just don't want to hit this guy. You turn into a gem, I swear. Well, I don't know. It could be that they were added in a subsequent thing. So maybe they're not quite the same as the rest. The ones I know that I know they have are like belts, goggles, and bracers. Those are the ones I specifically remember. As far as I know, they do not have armor as such, or docents. Okay. I think you might want to rest your cleric. Her mana's getting low. I don't think do the shrines stay up for the rest of the fight? So in the small respites between, we could... no? So it's rest now or forever hold your... well, let's have her rest too then. She's down to about half mana. But are they the same shrines? Because remember, on Epic, you can only use any particular shrine once. Alright, so... Okay. I guess there wouldn't be any sense in making them go away then if that was the if you could only use them once. So it looks like this is about the halfway point then. Oh, well, it says defeat the fourth wave, so that would be the next wave. So there's two more waves after this one. Okay. I don't love how the narrators, when they mention tieflings, they could never seem to decide how it's pronounced. It's like one of them says tieflings. Are they throwing ties at people? Tiefling? It's like, no, it's tiefling. Well, that's what happens when you have a narrator who's never played D&D. You know, it's like, what's a tiefling? It's like, well, there's no such thing as a tiefling. We have tieflings, which are mixed blood, demon or devil with humans or elves or. You mean where they call a sweater a jumper and a cookie a biscuit? A biscuit is very different than what we call a cookie in America, anyway. So, I forget which one, but there's a British comedian who was making fun of how we pronounce things differently in the U.S. And he said, yes, you say herb, we say herb because there's an effing H in it. Yes, well, it is technically the British people's language, right? That's where English started, so yes, the spellings can be a bit odd as well, yes. Color with a U. Yes. Yes, you're. Oh, I haven't seen any ingredients for green steel yet, but there is there. I assume there's a final chest, and that one might have some. Well, I guess we can. Now that I've got the green steel blanks I need, um, I could, on my regular streams, I could just check out the devil battleground and see if any of the rares there might drop a shard of power, but I doubt it. Okay, so they probably added this one dropping shards of power on Epic because like people were complaining about having to run Shroud too much. I mean, the hardest thing in Shroud is the lights out puzzles. I mean, but or the most tedious thing anyway. Um, if your raid group knows how to handle the three bosses in the second area, that's kind of trivial. You know, one person volunteers. Okay, I'm an artificer. I'm gonna go camp the crystal while you guys prep and kill the guys. And once the raid is over, in the Shroud, of course, all the teleporters to the various levels of the Shroud unlock to allow people to go back and do their crafting. Otherwise, people would go, "Wait a minute! I need this altar to do my crafting." It's like, come on, you can go back when the raid is over. Of course, they also have um, the green steel crafting equipment on guild ships now. So when guild ships were added, that was one of the first things everybody was going, "Yes, I don't have to go through the Shroud again to hit the crafting altars." Did you see in the wiki whether the shards of power are bind on pickup? I think they are. Because otherwise, some people would just spend all day farming the shards and converting them into platinum in the auction house. Binds on acquire, yeah, I figured. It's it would be too easy if you could just go to the auction house and say, "I need 5 shards of power, 10 large devil horns." Yeah, the regular ingredients you can buy on the auction house. It's the shards of power that are the limiting factor there. Just like I was able to hand you all of the oh, that hurt. Whoa! Maybe I should wait until the... Okay. That was intense. Okay, now all my buffs are gone. They like shot fireballs, 3 fireballs at me at once while I was conjuring my my turret, so I couldn't move to make them miss. Okay. Yep, no, nope, nope, nope. Oh well, it was worth a shot. I'll have to check out the, I really should do the quests in the Devil Battles field anyway, because... Oh, another chest. Oh, pure Shavarath iron. That's for a different kind of crafting though, right? All right, well, you're probably got to take off now. So thanks for the adventuring there, and I guess next time we'll look into where we can get some shards. Maybe we could run a shroud. Depends on what your how much time you've got available, of course. I think it would be just about as simple as both of us going in into the guild chat and saying, "Hey, anyone want to help us run a shroud or two?" And usually you can get we used to be able to get a decent raid group that way, especially since we have access to 2 different guilds. You know, so hopefully one guild or the other will have some people online who can help. So, well, you have a great day, and I shall end my stream here because it's getting super hot in my house. We're having a heat wave here in California, so I think I'm gonna go take a ride in my car with air conditioning. Maybe go see a movie or something in a nice air-conditioned theater. That's the only reason you go to movies these days, is to get into the air-conditioned theater. So, well, have a great day, sir, and we will talk to you later. So, end the stream here.